things that are just stronger than the 38J, and so the 38J doesn't get a lot of flight time.
Right. No, that's exactly right. Why fly the P-38J if you've got the P-38L in your hangar?
Which is
You
essentially
know,
the same thing, just slightly more maneuverable.
right. And
Hello fellow pilots, I'm Major Payne and this is another episode of Airbase Briefing, and today I'm going to talk about P-38J Special Pilot Halona Bravebird, currently available in sets of mission. Very easy missions, I should say. Lovely looking lady in way too big jacket. But first let's talk about P-38J, because I noticed that there's a lot of misconception, misinformation about this plane. It's very often compared to P-38L, which is a premium plane in the game. So let's closely look into it. Let's start with maneuverability. So base maneuverability for P-38L is 13.8 second average turn time. Without pilot, without equipment. Yeah, so that's the base. And for P-38J, we have better 13.5 second average turn time. So it's better. So we don't have to go into the risky head-on with enemy heavy fighter. We can use this maneuverability against planes like this P-38L or Mosquito, German heavy fighter, Me-410, both version premium, and Tech 3. So basically, maneuverability in this plane is better than in P-38L. We also have better speed, slightly, but it's better. Other than that, it's very similar. We have less rockets, we have two same bombs, we have a little bit less of the rockets to engage the ground targets, but it's still enough to take any sector in a game without any help from our team. So I can take mining plant by myself, like with those bombs and rockets. So basically the only difference between the premium one and this is that it's easier to do it in P-38L in terms of the ground targets, because we have fewer rockets more. So in this one, P-38J, it's more difficult because there is no room for mistake. We have to be very accurate with this. We don't have any room for mistakes, but we can still flip the mining plant the same way as P-38L. And we have advantage over that machine because in case of any contested sector, we have this advantage of maneuverability and we can take out the P-38L. So we have one of the best planes at tier 6 in a game, and now we're getting a special pilot for this machine. So let's look into the special pilot skill. So first we have Edge Runner. It's a 2-point skill. Increase the boost duration by 10% and improves the maximum boost speed by 3%. So it's very useful and it's work on another plane. P-38J Master is only for P-38J, and it's increased the accuracy, damage and range of the 4-rank fire weapon by 5%, and increased the positive effect of mounted equipment on aircraft durability and resistant to critical damage by 40%. Now it's only for P-38J. So basically if you have some engine protection or pilot protection equipment, then that's going to increase the effect by 40%. But that's the problem with this special pilot. This is something what we're not gonna use. Nice to have the extra accuracy and damage and range, but the other things, this effect for equipment which increase the durability, it's not gonna be useful for us. We just don't want to trade our maneuverability or speed for a little bit more of the protection for the engines or pilot, and we may get a little bit more HP, we get a little bit more resistant to damage, but the loss in maneuverability or in speed is just too great. It's just not worth it. So I definitely don't recommend you that. Specifically that we have consumables which can repair engine, or we have first aid to repair the pilot if we need, yeah. So it's just pointless. But nonetheless, the pilot is a great boost for this plane, even though this plane is already very good as it is now. So to sum up, guys, we have very good machine, which doesn't really need extra pilot. It's good on its own, but we get the pilot. So I recommend, if you have time and you like this plane, definitely go for it, finish the mission, spend some time if you can. If don't, then buy certificates, but it's absolutely not something that you have to have, like, you know, this is not game changer, absolutely not. The difference between the plane without the pilot and with the pilot is just marginal, so I wouldn't be worried about that too much. But on the way, of course, we have some good price on the way, some good crates, so it's always worth to finish some of those missions. But I wouldn't, you know, break my back over that. It's nice to have it, and I definitely will use it because I like this plane. I keep it in my hangar as a specialized, so I'm gonna enjoy that. But it's not significant, a huge difference, not at all. So P-38J still will be like P-38J, so we can take over any sector, yeah, but we lacking of the dogfight, let's say, not skills, just capabilities. Lack of dogfight capabilities against the Q102 or XP54, that kind of heavy fighters. They have a lot of advantage in an engagement, so we can try to avoid them and take over the sectors. So on some map where we have some mining plant or rocket base, we will have advantage, and on other maps where it's like 5 garrisons or some air base stuff like this, then XP54, Q102 will have much more of the advantage, yeah. Okay, now it's time to show you full battle on P-38J with the special pilot, because everything what you see until now, it's just P-38J on its own. There is no special pilot in this machine, yeah. So it's good as it is, but with the special pilots it's a little bit better and give you good chances to make extremely good results. Specifically on such a small maps where sectors are close to each other, we have a lot of opportunities to take out enemy planes, and we can make those good results, which is very useful in currently going on event where we need to gain personal points. Okay guys, I'm gonna leave you here. Enjoy the music and the battle, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you like it, found it useful. If so, please leave a like and subscribe for future content, and have a good hunting, guys. Take care.